TWiGames.com.
Welcome to this week's episode of TWiGames.com. We begin with the release of the iPad and the new PS3 firmware update, but first, the Nintendo 3DS. It is rumored that it will be approximately 3.5 inches diagonally and will be made by Sharp using their new 3D touchscreen technology. Brian, was this the worst reveal of a new hardware system in the history of man?
Rich, it's definitely up there because the DSi XL just came out. And there was a rumor this week that the reason that, they let the cat out of the bag was that journalists were going to let the cat out of the bag. They found out. But I don't buy this rumor at all.
I don't buy that either.
Like, what? Oh, they're going to reveal it. Just say it's false.
Right, look. The Sony Slim, right, the PS3 Slim, that was revealed by Chinese journalists like, a year before the thing came out? What did Sony do? Denied it. They denied it. That's all you got to do. Until you can buy it, deny it. Nintendo, they tried to get it out before this journalist. They had such a vendetta against whoever this journalist was,
right,
that they revealed a new major hardware system, right, through a freaking website, some Japanese website, and some weird I don't even get it. It was like a press release.
So anything Japanese is weird, Rich. I see how it is.
Yeah, it's all kooky and it's weird and anime.
Look, we didn't get a chance to talk. We didn't take a chance to talk about the 3DS.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know, it was announced that it's going to be the successor to the DS.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 3D without glasses.
Yeah.
So this Sharp technology, I was reading up on it. I really don't get it, but it's called a parallax barrier, and I guess it has vertical slits that show images to your separate eyes, so it gives the illusion of 3D.
Right. Bottom line, it's two images that slightly don't overlap. It's not real 3D.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool though. Obviously, it's going to look cool.
I think it is 3D.
I don't think it's not real 3D though.
What do you mean?
No, it creates
an illusion.
A fake
illusion of 3D.
A fake illusion.
A fake illusion
of 3D. It does right. It's two images slightly overlap.
I also found out. I thought when I first heard this news, I thought I was like, that can't be true.
Yeah.
What is this, magic? But apparently, it's harder on televisions because your eyes can wander.
Yeah.
However, when your eyes are looking at something small, this technology can be used. So I think whatever it's an illusion. That's what 3D is.
No, yeah, but it's a different type of an illusion though. It's fake, man. It's not real 3D. That's what I'm trying to get at.
All I know is I've never been more excited for a hardware announcement ever.
No, but
I couldn't concentrate all day. I was just thinking about all the games I wanted to see.
I really don't care about this system at all. I'll just throw that out there. But I can see why.
What?
I don't. I can see why a lot of people would be really excited though. What excites me more than the fake 3D is the screen. The resolution is way up there. What is it, 854 by 480?
Yeah, something like that.
Compared to it's 3 times the resolution. So I'm very impressed by that. Plus, is the rumor still that it's going to be using the Tegra?
Yeah, Tegra 2, and it's supposedly going to be almost as powerful as the GameCube.
Yeah, so that's
in your hand.
That's what excites me. Not fake 3D.
What if it has Virtual Console?
It'd be sweet.
Ooh, and here's the thing, let's be honest. Miyamoto runs that company.
Yeah.
All these other people. So Miyamoto must have an idea for a game that needs a 3D. That's what I'm excited about. Fake 3D. You've hit a new low in your spin. Fake 3D.
It is fake 3D.
You're a fake. How about that?
The real 3D that you don't need to wear glasses on right now costs about $50,000. Okay, for those screens. I mean, that's the real 3D. This is the fake 3D.
The iPad was released this past Saturday. Some of the notable games on it are Geometry Wars, Civilization Revolution, Plants vs. Zombies. Rich, is the iPad going to be a great gaming console?
Brian, the iPad is a fake gaming console. It's fake.
Is this going to be a shtick throughout the show?
Brian, it's fake. Brian, the iPad is going to be cool for strategy games, RTSs, and puzzle games. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. It's just, look, it's like the iPhone. The fact that you can only use touch and only use your fingers restricts it. You can't play certain games with it. That's the bottom line. It barely works on the iPhone. I don't think it's going to work on the iPad. But strategy games, RTSs would probably be awesome on this thing. Yeah.
So the community is buzzing about Geometry Wars. That was revealed, and people love that game.
How's it
going to work?
Are you going to move the guy around, or are there going to be 2 fake joysticks? Yeah, I said it. Fake joysticks.
Virtual ones. They're got to be fake.
Look,
Apple might be listening to you, though. They just filed a patent last week for an add-on with buttons, Rich.
Really?
Buttons coming to the iPad.
Isn't that essentially admitting that they need buttons?
I think it's admitting that this is a better gaming console than they're aware of. I mean, this is a huge part of why iPhone, iPod Touch, and the iPad will be successful.
Buttons on the iPad. Did they reveal a picture of this?
It's going to be some kind of add-on. Yeah. But I got a question, though. A lot of the games are being priced at $9.99 and higher, which is very different from the other apps. Do you think this is going to sustain? What do you think about this new sort of iPad pricing model?
Well, I think it's still extremely reasonable. I mean, it's back in the day, Michael Pachter was talking about this.
Yeah.
Like, people who have the iPhone and that's like their primary gaming device, they think games cost $2.99, and they don't. I mean, games are going to be released on the iPad that come out on the PSP and DS, and on those systems, they're going to be $40 and $35 respectively.
Right.
So if you're paying $9.99 or, God forbid, $14.99, oh,
it's the end of the world.
Like, the value is still unbelievable on these games.
Right.
I'll give it that.
I mean, I'm annoyed. I'll tell you why I'm annoyed.
Why is that?
Because I did not want to buy a first-generation iPad. I'm still not. But all these developers came out swinging. Did you see the Netflix app? Did you see the Marvel Comics app? I mean, we're gonna go check it out. Obviously,
Yeah.
I've been playing We Rule. I'm a little ashamed of that.
I'm ashamed for you,
Which is
Brian.
the Farmville knockoff. And I did the worst thing ever. I got Matt into it. I think Matt needs to change his name to Matthew Steiner because he has German efficiency in this game.
You know what I think?
He's gonna surpass me in level after playing like 2 weeks after I started.
I think I really need to stop hanging out with you guys.
But did you see it on the iPad?
No, I didn't, Brian. I didn't search We Rule iPad because I don't care about We Rule.
Would we still be friends?
It's a fake game, Brian. Fake
Would
game.
we still be friends if I bought the iPad
Brian,
strictly for We Rule?
We're not friends.
Because of the We Rule?
We're not friends. Brian, we weren't friends a long time ago. Sony released firmware 3.21 for the PS3, which removes the ability to install other OS and restricts access to the other OS that you might have already installed. Brian, have you updated your PS3 yet?
Rich, Sony didn't say the official word as to why they implemented this, but the speculation is that a hacker named GeoHot figured out a way to use the other OS functionality to access other parts of the PS3 not intended. So people think that basically this guy figured out how to use it to access other parts of the PS3, and that Sony is overreacting, and instead of just patching it, like fixing it, they just, you know what, get rid of it. Just get rid of the whole thing. What do you think about this?
Well, Brian, not all the facts are out there, so at this point we can only speculate, but I feel that, if they remove this, there must have been some type of a security threat in order for them to do this, because this is a feature that they touted at the beginning. I really don't think anybody bought a PS3 for this. You're going to have a few people on the internet saying that they did.
Yeah.
But come on, not to mention this is pre-slim PS3s, correct? So I myself have no use for this other OS. I'm sure there's probably less than 1% of the user base actually uses this other OS, so I don't think it's going to affect many people. But, because it's affecting some people, I guess it is a news story. It is a big deal to those people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, Brian, if this is going to prevent, this stupid hacker from hacking the system and letting people pirate games, why not? Why not remove it?
Well, the thing is, look, I want to be more outraged than I am. But because I'm not. Because like you said, not a lot of people use this feature. I don't use this feature. But there are people who do. And the point of this whole thing was to get people to use the cell architecture. So there are a lot of programmers who use this to make homebrew, to learn how to use the cell, to program on it. And now it's gone. But it's not. The thing that's really bothering me is how sneaky this is. Because this is a firmware update. So they're saying, you don't have to upgrade and take this away. You just can't play any games online or future games. So we're not really taking it away. So what's really bothering me is how kind of messed up this is, because really, there are people who bought this maybe for that feature, and that if they can't, now they have to choose as to what they want to do.
Well, there is an alternative.
But realistically, this is kind of bogus. I mean, this is something we have to be scared of in the future. You bought the PS3, it came with it, and now they're stealth taking it away.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to initiate the takeaway, but they're still taking away a feature of this.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Which is, as consumers, we need to be worried about. Obviously, this is small, but this is very, very worrisome.
Yeah, this could be foreshadowing things to come with all future technology, right?
Yeah, not just video games, everything, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. But still, there is an alternative, and it's a ridiculous alternative, but you cannot update your system and just buy a new PS3 and play games on it. But
that feels weird, though. It's almost like hijacking your customer.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
there was a post, I will say, though, there was a poster on Reddit who had a good reasoning for this, probably, which is that, let's say GeoHot does figure out how to access the NVIDIA card through this, which is restricted in other OS. Perhaps Sony has a legal obligation with NVIDIA to cancel this now. Perhaps that's in their contract, and legally they have to. Because let's be honest, they are angering their customers. I don't think they would do anything on purpose to do that. They're not that stupid.
I think that's what it comes down to, Brian. Right. They're doing this obviously for a reason. This wasn't just an easy decision. I'm sure that there's a lot going into this decision to remove a feature. And they're not hiding it. This isn't like some huge firmware update where you get cool new stuff. Oh, and by the way, like one bullet point.
Cross-game chat.
It straight up tells you the point of it is just this. So they're not like sneaking it out there. At least they're being upfront about it. But Brian, are you Jack Bauer or are you Jack Shepard?
I'm a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because